Hi everyone, so I'm going to answer one of the questions that was recently asked on my community tab. I'm going to try and remember it rather than read it out because I haven't got my laptop here. But basically, in essence, what it was saying was that this person was in a connection, seeing their specific person, but he was not fully committed. And there'd been some unfavourable behaviour, and this person had said things and done things that had really hurt the person who was writing this comment. And she was saying that there's a lot of information on how to stay positive while in no contact, which is actually way easier to do than when you're in a connection with someone and they're showing these behaviours. So this is actually quite a kind of difficult one to answer because, you know, I'm going to project my opinion basically, so I want you to know that what I'm saying here is really my opinion, and I also want you to know that with these situations, nobody can really tell you what to do, because your movement, what you do with this, will be very much based on your own stuff that's going on within you, and you won't do anything until you're ready to do it. So my opinion is that, you know, when we choose to stay in a connection where someone is not showing up for us the way that we would want them to, and actually really what that means is that you have emotional needs and you have feelings, and they're being activated in this connection, and we all have emotional needs, and there is no point gaslighting that. Everybody in the world has emotional needs. We're human. Relationships are all about our life is all about relationships. And so whenever we don't feel emotionally safe in a relationship, we, of course, our body will tell us that, and that's what the triggers are that you're feeling. So also I want to say that, you know, when something's happened, when we've been hurt and things have happened, you know, a few times or whatever, we then have an alarm system in our body until there is some kind of resolution or, you know, acknowledgement at least of what happened, so that we can start to build trust again. So what happens whenever we're hurt is that we lose trust in this person, and it can be worse depending on what our own personal wounding is. So it sounds like maybe there's an abandonment wound or a rejection, fear of rejection, or whatever it is, because one of the options of things that you can do is to say this to this person, you know, I do love you and I really care about you and I want to be with you, but until you are ready to be committed with me and be with me, I need to let you be where you are, because it is going to be painful for me to wait for this person to evolve, not knowing if they're going to see your experience. And the thing is that I know that this is confusing, because in the manifestation community there's very conflicting advice, and one of the pieces of advice that people will say is, you know, keep visualizing, keep seeing this person as you want them to be, love this person for the person that you think they actually are. But the danger with this is you not advocating for yourself, you not putting your needs at the forefront of this, because at the end of the day you've only got you. And so, you know, this can be one of these things that actually ends up with people really struggling in relationships and thinking, what's wrong with me? Why can't I just not be triggered? Why can't I just, you know, not feel like this around this person? What's wrong with me? And, you know, what is it that I need to heal within me for me to not be triggered around this person who is actually not committing to me, saying these things, being really inconsistent? I just want to let you know that when these behaviours happen, sorry, there's a plane going over me now, but when these behaviours happen, it's completely and utterly normal for us to have a response to that, yeah? So, hang on, let me wait for this plane to go away. Gosh, that's very loud, isn't it? Right, yeah, what I was saying is when something happens, like someone, you know, is saying or doing things, or, you know, particularly if we are in an emotionally vulnerable situation with a person we're being intimate with, and they're not meeting those emotional needs, then we don't feel emotionally safe. And so our body literally will say, hello, I don't know if I'm emotionally safe with this person, and the most vulnerable thing that I can do is be honest about how you're feeling and what you need, knowing that they might not be where you are right now. And that doesn't mean that they never will be. It doesn't mean that they're bad. It doesn't mean that they're wrong. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with either of you. But it is the opportunity for you to be able to advocate for yourself about what you need, and to even know what that is, because a lot of people who struggle with this really struggle to even know what their actual needs are in the first place. I know I have really struggled with that myself, and it's created some almost toxic situations for me where I've known that I'm having a difficult time, you know, expressing my needs. Oh my God, there's a bee. I've known that I'm having a difficult time expressing my needs, but I have matched with someone who equally doesn't have the emotional capacity or awareness to see that I have needs too. And so what I ended up doing was like bending over backwards to make the situation better for them, so that at least they wouldn't leave and I wouldn't have to face that fear. But yeah, we match with people who really do bring out our deepest fears and wounds, so that we can overcome them, and so that we can teach ourselves that we are going to advocate for ourselves, we're going to keep ourselves safe, we're going to be the safety that we need. You know, like if you imagine yourself, this part of you, as the younger you know, like a child, and this person was saying, I'm upset because this person was there and then they're not there, and I don't know if I can trust this person's going to be there for me. And, you know, there's a little child within you saying that. And yeah, sure, you're not the child anymore, but you are responsible for that part of you that will feel those things. So what would you do for that young child? Maybe you would set a boundary with this person and say, this person really wants to be with you, really wants to hang out with you, really wants you to be in her life, but you know, I don't think that I can let her be around you until we know that you are going to be consistent, and I need that evidence, I need that proof. And lots of people might be hearing this going, no, it starts from the inside. But yeah, it does start from the inside. You knowing that you can have that, you knowing that you like everybody deserve love and support and consistency, and that it is not too much to ask for. It is not too much. And you know, it starts with you being able to see what your own needs are, to validate them. So first of all, I want to say in this video as well that, you know, you said, I know that that this is a reflection of my fears, but it's really hard not to be triggered, or something like that. I mean, yeah, of course, because your body's literally responding to a relationship dynamic that maybe is not serving you right now, and you're wanting that emotional safety. But it does start with you being able to validate that, and validate and give yourself that acknowledgement, because what you might be wanting from this person is acknowledgement, and there may be also a fear of abandonment there that's worth you looking at, healing, loving that part of you. And it's really never about trying to get rid of these parts of us, or trying to just stop being triggered, because actually those triggers are really good information for us. There's nothing wrong with you. But also, yeah, the other part of this is being able to see that another reality, another version of this exact situation is very possible, and you being able to feel into how safe, secure, how you don't need to try so hard to bend over backwards to make this person, you know, make the situation right for them, and that how they could actually be doing a similar thing for you, you know, looking at your needs and your feelings. So I want to do that for you today, and say that your feelings really are important, and that you will know exactly what you need to do when you need to do it. But first of all, just validate your experience. So I hope you found this video useful. If you'd like any more information, or you'd like to come along to Corrie's Transformation Circle, we start on the 1st of June. Hopefully I'll see you there. Bye.